students. Today we are going to start chapter 7 from English Literature Reader, Fire by Jules Verne. Jules Gabriel Verne was a French novelist, poet and playwright. His collaboration with the publisher Pierre-Jules Hetzel led to the creation of the series of best-selling adventure novels including Journey to the Center of the Earth, From the Earth to the Moon, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and Around the World in 80 Days. The chapter Fire is the 26th chapter of his novel From the Earth to the Moon. This story is from the novel From the Earth to the Moon is of an attempted journey to the moon. Now let's move on to the summary of the chapter. An organization called the Gun Club was formed during the American Civil War to study the science of gun making and perfect the science of gunnery. At a meeting, the group received a letter from the founder and president of the club, Impey Barbicane, who announced that he has a proposal that would be of great interest to them on the next day. That day at an assembly, Barbicane spoke about performing an experiment. He intends to design a cannon that could reach the moon. When the news of the experiment hit the news, the public were ecstatic. That night, a procession was held with Barbicane at its head. The people of Baltimore held him up and shouted, "Bravo!" The rest of the country also celebrated as well. After the festivities ended, Barbicane began planning his cannon. He wrote a letter to the scholars at Cambridge asking if the task was possible. They answered that it was possible as long as he fires the cannon from near the equator, and only on the 1st of December the following year, as this was when the moon would be closest to the earth. All over the country, even the most illiterate people were trying to learn as much as they could about the moon. However, Barbicane realized that a projectile so heavy would not be able to reach outer space before falling back to Earth. Barbicane suggested that the projectile be made of aluminium as it was more lightweight. Maston suggested the cannon be half a mile long. After hearing about Barbicane's new idea, Nicholl began writing op-ed pieces for newspapers stating that the plan would not work. He placed bets on the project falling through before it even begins. The only thing that the Gun Club has left to choose was a spot to fire the cannon from. As it needed to be fired close to the equator, only the US states of Texas and Florida were eligible. Representatives came to Baltimore from both states, eager to sway the club to their side, but Barbicane eventually chose Florida and intends to launch the bullet from Tampa. When the club arrived in Tampa, they found all 3,000 residents waiting for them in anticipation at the train station. Barbicane, Maston and Major Elphiston explored the town in order to find a suitable place to install the cannon. They found a place called Stones Hill that seemed to be appropriate. When the cannon was finally built, Barbicane opened up Stones Hill to the public, and a party was finally held where the group spent a night celebrating and drinking. Nearly 5 million of spectators rushed to Florida, according to the Tampa Town Observer. Finally, launch day arrived, December 1st. A huge crowd gathered around Stones Hill, filled with people from all over the world. The song Yankee Doodle was played for the 3 moon-bound men as they headed for the capsule, the Frenchman and the 2 Americans. The 3 men climbed inside the capsule and prepared for launching. When the cannon was finally fired, it released a sound that is called superhuman and an immense column of flame. And the engineer Murchison was charged with the duty of firing the projectile. And at the time of leaving, it was really a touching one. The moment was really a touching one because these 3 men, they were going to leave the earth. And even J.T. Maston had found in his own dry eyes one tear. So the launch caused an earthquake in Florida that knocked everyone in the gathered crowd to the ground like ears of corn before a storm. Earthquake means the loud sound of the projectile. It was so loud. The sky became covered with clouds and the capsule disappeared behind them, making it impossible to track the capsule's progress. Hope I have made it clear to everyone. Stay at home, be safe. Thank you, children.